where to look at the moment of striking the cue ball. Half of the top players in the world are looking at the object ball. The other half are looking at the cue ball. If you ask them, where do you look when you're striking the ball? Most of them are going to say, I don't know. Why? Because these are things which are natural to them. I am trying to look at the object ball because years ago I thought that's the best way to do it. But on some shots on the table, I feel more comfortable looking at the cue ball, focusing on the cue ball when I'm striking that cue ball. So it's up to you. Remember that it is important to focus on one of them balls. If it's the object ball, you have to have your eyes on the spot where you want to hit the object ball. If it's the cue ball, you have to have your eyes focused on that little spot, let's say the middle of the cue ball. This is important. It's not so important if it's object ball or cue ball. Now I'll show you the two ways which are focusing on the object ball and the other on the cue ball. You can easily test yourself. Try a few straight shots. On first shots, you focus on the object ball at the moment of striking the cue ball. So now I'm making my first, I flick my eyes between the cue ball and the red ball, then I pull back, slight pause, focus on the object ball, and I strike the ball. The second way is you flick your eyes during the first, front pause, you pull back, object ball, and then at the moment of striking the cue ball, you focus on the cue ball. So when you do your backswing, it is object ball, but when you strike the ball, then your eyes are on the cue ball. This is the second way. I'm feeling okay with both ways, and I found that I don't need to be concentrating too much on which ball I'm focusing at. I just let it to happen natural. So remember that it is not so important which ball you're looking at the moment of striking the cue ball, but it's important to fix that point on the object ball or the cue ball.